Please do confirm you can see my screen now.
I can see your screen.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so once again, I
Yes,
welcome
the screen is
all.
completely available.
All right, thank you so much. Actually, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so once again, you all are welcome to another exciting moment with Lenovo, with Hydro Education Hub. Like I said initially, we are partnering with Lenovo. All right, so so just a quick one. I will start by introducing myself. I'm Victoria Ihinechu, and I'll be anchoring this section. So today's meeting, there's actually no moderator, so I'll be the moderating and I'll also be speaking for today's webinar. So once again, I said welcome and thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you for joining the call and thank you for partnering with Hydro Education Hub. If you are not here, this will not be holding. So once again, I say very big thank you. All right, so we just want to start and start the word of prayer. Lord, we thank you for another day. We pray as we want to start. I pray you start with us in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you all once again. Okay, so a quick one. Hydro Admission Hub, just for you to know, Hydro Admission Hub organizes webinar, and it's more of like it's usually twice a month or sometimes thrice a month. So this particular one, it's a workshop and also a webinar too as well. Okay, so that is what we do basically. So our monthly webinar is to innovate. Hydro Admission Hub innovates in hydrology and hydrogeology, leveraging research, data science, and machine learning to address water challenges. Our mission is to empower future experts, fostering contribution to global water sustainability. Join like you all now. I'm encouraging you to join our transformative journey where innovation, collaboration, and advocacy shape a more water secure future. So once again, thank you so much, Kate. And so just a long road of how the webinar is going to go for today. We have the introduction of the hub, introduction of the guest speaker, closing remarks, project objectives, and safety measures, right? So this is it about the hub. I've said that initially, just for us to save time. So I want to encourage, just in case you've not joined the hub and if you're interested, you could probably just indicate, and then you'll be added to the platform, right? So thank you so much. Where you join all the my like minds too as well to come for advocacy of this water sustainability, where we kickstart with projects and we have ongoing projects. And then you also collaborate with other people, you gain insights, and as well, we learn from you too as well, okay? Okay, so our ongoing research is basically on, one is, okay, we were done with a particular one. So this time around, we are researching on some key major topics, and this includes assessing the impact of urbanization on surface water quality, a comprehensive approach to a GIS-based study. And we have innovative technologies for non-invasive monitoring and assessments of aquifer characteristics. We also have exploring sustainable strategies for groundwater research in arid regions, enhancing water security through smart sensors networks for early detection of water contaminants, assessing the link between land use changes and hydrological processes, a GIS approach, the impact of climate change on groundwater resources in urban environments, and lastly, lastly, innovative techniques for mitigating agricultural runoff and its effects on water quality. Just to let you know that the project we haven't really gone deep. So just in case you want to start with us, just a particular one that has been made do with. So for these ones, they are still very much fresh, and you could also join an as well spearhead if you want to. Okay, so this is it. So we just target what we target is that the research topics of Hydro Innovation Hub targets a broad spectrum of issues relating to hydrology, water quality, and environmental sustainability. The over the overarching goal is to contribute to the advancement in knowledge and development of innovative solutions to address pressing water-related challenges. Right? We just want to see how we could provide solutions to problems as regards to hydrology, hydrogeology, environmental sustainability, as well as saving the ecosystem as well, and also the current changes or the current effect on climate change. All right, so I will just summarize the safety measures. Please try as much as possible to stay in a less an environment that is less with noise. If need be, you could wear your goggles so as just avoid not strain your eyes, and also sit in a comfortable chair so you don't get strained. Right. So inform those around you about the webinar so they could minimize interruptions. Choose a quiet and lit environment for participation, and as well you can use a headset and stay hydrated. All right, so once again, I'm Victoria, and I'm the founder of Hydrovision Hub, where I lead the innovative efforts in hydrology and leveraging machine learning and data science to address critical water challenges with strong passion for environmental science. So my work focuses on sustainable water management and conservation, particularly in underprivileged communities, right? So I have reached out to over 200 persons through both physically webinars too as well. And also we've done some presentations, technical presentations, where we try to reach out both in the global base and in the local base. So we're trying to tell the world and tell people on the adverse effects they pose on the environment, knowingly or unknowingly, right? So that is it. Sorry, I'm Victoria. All right, so quickly. I'll be diving in for today's webinar section. So for today, I'm going to run through an overview of what you were expecting for tomorrow and next tomorrow, right? So for today, we'll be talking basically on hydrological basis. Why the GIS and Google Earth Pro? So why are you embarking on this journey? Just in case you want to know, or just in case for better explanation of tomorrow's training and next tomorrow's training. Why GIS? Of course, GIS it's can be applied in different sectors. So for us, why is it in the hydrogeology? Why in the geologic? Why in the hydrological studies? Why you apply GIS, and on why you need to know about Google Earth Pro, right? So I'm Victoria. So I'll be taking you through this section. So So for you to embark on this journey, for you to embark on the training, you need to understand why the study. Probably you might have undergone some certain trainings, probably using the GIS, or you've done it for those in the undergraduate students or those as professionals on the call currently. Probably you've undergone some trainings, or probably you've done one or two things, and it seems like, oh, you don't understand the concepts. I bet you, by God's grace, tomorrow and next, the speakers are fully ready and prepared, and they will take you through this journey. So prior before then, I want to talk to why you need to understand the basis of hydrology, right? So one is the study of groundwater. Why we need to apply, why we need to understand the reason we're applying GIS and Google Earth Pro is for us to understand or study the groundwater system and its interaction with the Earth crust. So tomorrow, the second speaker who's going to be handling the GIS training, will throw more light on it. Why you need to know or study groundwater and its interaction within the Earth crust. Then we're going to focus on aquifers, water tables, and subsurface flow. Of course, as a geologist, a hydrogeologist or a geophysicist, you cannot talk about groundwater when you can't talk about groundwater without pinpointing the fact that groundwater has to do with the aquifer bodies or the water tables and also the subsurface flow, right? Talk about the dices lower and the red. So you need to understand stuff like this. So you need to understand it that, of course, some stuff, if I want to, maybe you're new handling the GIS. So probably you want to see how like a domain knowledge, right? So this is probably like a domain knowledge for you to that will guide you in bringing out results. And when you are doing something, you could also explain vividly why that concept is being done or what is backing it, like a domain knowledge. So you can't just start something without having a better understanding. Okay, so you need to know, you need to focus on the aquifer, you need to focus on the water table, and you also need to focus on the subsurface flow. So it's gonna give you a better understanding when you have your results on the GIS, right? So also in the importance in managing water resources and sustainability, probably when the trainer comes to talk more on the flow of groundwater in the subsurface. So you need to know, maybe he's going to take some samples, maybe you're doing it in a particular location, and then you find it that the through the aid of this GIS, it will give you like a picture of the subsurface. So you're going to understand, you're going to have a better understanding of how groundwater flows beneath the surface, right? So is it something that people living in that community, you need to raise an alarm and say, okay, see, the abstraction of water here is becoming so alarming, and therefore there's a reduction in the water table, and therefore it's going to affect or deplete the aquifer or the salinity of this water in this environment. So you need to now, okay, give them better ways they could, resolve those issues. Is there another initiative that could help reduce the abstraction of water in the subsurface? Okay, so these are things you need to understand. You not just run a GIS and then you can't pinpoint or you can't conclude, you can't give remarks, you can't give recommendation, you can't give advice. So you need to have that at the back of your mind. All right, so moving further, like I said, okay, just to explain vividly, in the aspect of aquifer, you need to understand, okay, is the aquifer being you need, well, with the aid of the GIS, it's going to give you better understanding or better explanation of what happens in the surface, what's happening to the aquifer, what's the water availability in that environment, what's the water quality and the quantity. So this will also guide you in further research too as well. Okay, so moving further, in your knowing or in the training or you acquiring this GIS skill and the Google X Pro knowledge, you really need to understand as a hydrogeologist or someone who wants to provide solution to the water, through the water bodies. You want to provide solutions in the hydrological sphere, you want to provide solutions in water sustainability, or as far as water is concerned, you want to provide solutions to the adverse effects that is being imposed in a society or in the community where you're staying. There are challenges you need to know, key challenges. One is identifying and managing underground water resources, right? So what this GIS could probably help or aid in your research or aiding your recommendation or explanation is to also help in you knowing some challenges like identifying and managing underground water resources, right? So with the aid of this GIS, you'll be able to understand or identify or manage the groundwater resources when you detect any challenges, right? So let's take, for instance, what are those challenges? For instance, one of the challenges as regards to underground water is over abstraction of this water. Maybe there is limited, everybody is abstracting the groundwater and nobody cares what is happening on the ground, right? So you will not have to explain or provide solutions to that problem, right? You identify, okay, this is the problem. Is it over abstraction? Is it that there is a deduction in the water quality as regards to the infiltration of some chemicals from the industries, or probably from farmers or farm chemicals from pesticides or chemicals from the farmers, or probably as a result of the dump sites. dumping of refuge in a particular environment, which has a way of, which has a way of running up to the water bodies and eventually has a way of penetrating down to the aquifer, right? So another thing is monitoring groundwater pollution and quality. So with the aid of this GIS, it enables you to monitor groundwater pollution and also the quality. As you were talking about the availability, you need to talk about the quality. Water can be available in numerous quantity, but is the water availability still good and fit for use by humans and as well in other aspects, right? So you need to monitor with the aid of the GIS, it enables you to monitor stuff like this. Also in predicting aquifer depletion and recharge zones, right? So with the aid of GIS, sorry, please do confirm you can hear me.
Yes, we can see the PowerPoint, but I don't know. Are you moving through the PowerPoint sheet by sheet, or you just staying on the sheet one? If you are moving through different sheets, we are just
my
watching
goodness,
sheet one.
I'm so sorry. I never knew you guys weren't seeing me. Oh, I'm so sorry.
We
I'm so sorry.
can only see the PowerPoint, the sharing screen just showing the PowerPoint, but only the sheet one. If you are moving through the different sheets, I cannot see it.
Okay. All right, okay, I'm gonna fix it now. So sorry about that. I'm on it, please. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see the sharing screen of the website now. It's under the browser. It's a PDF, okay? And you're just
I
opening that,
have
not
no
the PowerPoint.
idea. Oh, I'm so sorry
And
about that. I have no idea that the screen wasn't actually moving. So sorry about that.
no problem. Now it's very clear. And if you are moving through different sheets, could you just scroll your mouse down so we can see your mouse is moving? Yeah. Now everything is online and everything is okay. You can continue. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I sincerely apologize about that. All right, so I have talked about this. Just to go back, right? So I talked about understanding hydrogeology. Why you need the GIS in the hydrological sphere, right? So some people apply GIS in different sectors, right? So we want to apply it. Sorry, who's this? All right, so some people apply GIS in different sectors. So we want to apply it in the aspect of hydrology, right? So the hydrological studies. Okay, so I talked about you understanding the basic concepts, right? So I've talked about aquifer, I've talked about managing water resources and sustainability. So just to move further, so you're going to have the recordings, okay? That's it. So the purpose of me recording the section, okay? For those asking, sure you're going to have it. All right, so we talked about key challenges in hydrology and why GIS should be applied, right? So we talked about I talked about identifying and managing underground water, right? So monitoring groundwater pollution and quality, and also predicting aquifer depletion and recharge zones. So by the time you apply GIS, you'll be able to predict aquifer depletion zones and also recharge zones. So you're going to tell us, oh, in this particular area or the sample environment, right? The aquifer system is being depleted. What must have caused the depletion in the aquifer zone? Is it as a result of maybe there is no recharge mechanism, right? So you talked about providing solutions to that aspect and also the recharge zones. Yeah. So what better practices could aid in the recharge of this groundwater system, right? So is it continuous rainfall, or you have to come about looking for other way of, the conserving water for future purposes, right? So as to allow the groundwater to accumulate more, right? So you come up with better strategies that could help provide solutions to this problem. All right, so I'm going to talk about why GIS and Google Earth Pro in hydrology. It's simple: visualization. right? So one is visualization. It's just to a in visualization, you talk about map and which analyze groundwater systems and the aquifer. So with the aid of GIS and Google Earth Pro, it enables you to have a visual and vivid explanation of what you're talking about as regards to the underground surface. Of course, you can't just go down to the ground surface and start drawing everything. Right. So with the aid of this GIS, it gives you a visual representation of what you were expected to see. Like we talked about, the groundwater system is beneath the surface, so you can see it. Right. So with the aid of the visuals that is being generated with GIS and Google Earth Pro, it gives you a vivid explanation of the map and also analyze groundwater systems and aquifers. Right. So you're going to talk about, oh, okay, with first of all, you have the map area of the where you're talking about. There's the sample or particular location you want to deduce your insights, right? So with from the map, it takes you further into explaining vividly the groundwater system, and also you're gonna generate it in pictures. So you would, when you were explaining, it makes more sense. Okay, so the other one is data integration. The other is data integration. Sorry. All right, so the other is data integration. So data integration simply combines spatial data for better decision making. It combines the spatial data. When you talk about spatial data, you're referring to space, right? So combines spatial data for better decision making. It enables you to integrate data. You could get data sets and then integrate it and then work with it and provide better solutions or make decisions due to the fact that you failed it with data sets. Okay. So also it's YGS and Google Earth Pro Hydrogeological Service is for efficiency. It quickly identifies water resources and environmental risks. Efficiency. You don't get to repeat stuff over and over again. So once you detect something, you're able to provide solutions, right? So it makes it easier. You don't need to, it makes the whole system easier for you, right? So with this, you can quickly identify water resources. What are the water resources? What is actually recharging that particular environment or sample area? Is it a surface water somewhere, right? Is it because of the frequent rainfall? So you need to identify the water resources, right? So and then environmental risks. Are there environmental risks as regards to this the identify water resources? Yes, like I said, like let's say for instance, the surface water, our streams, our oceans, our sea, our lakes. Are there some kind of effects if this water, are they contaminated? Are they having any issues? So when they infiltrate into the ground system or the groundwater system, they don't affect the water quality in that environment or in the subsurface. Okay, so these are things you need to identify, you need to work with. I remember working on a particular research work. Sometimes people feel that, stuff like this, you don't get to see it with your physical eyes. So it's when you take you take samples, you get to understand that a particular environment might not really be exposed to some certain things that you think should be the cause of the problem, but because of some certain negligence caused by humans, it has a way of affecting the groundwater system. Take for instance, industries. Of course we need white collar jobs. Of course we need industrial. We need to advance, but sometimes we forget to note some remedy or strategies of disposing this waste product. Probably this waste product could be lead, could be iron, could be zinc, and it has a way of affecting our health. Take for instance, I was working in a particular project, and I found out that the groundwater system in that environment was quite polluted. It was polluted, and it was so obvious because of because of the industrialization in that area, and it has a way of affecting the water body. So you need to know some stuff like this. So with the aid of GIS, it enables. It makes the whole thing become so easy and more efficient for you to work with. So precision. It pinpoints locations for monitoring and resource allocation, right? So take for instance, like I said, I work in a particular environment, and with the aid of the GIS, which helps to give us some explanation of that environment. So it enables us, okay, this particular environment is their water system there is polluted. So when allocation is being distributed, for instance, the government is trying to allocate something, definitely there will be a resource allocation for that environment, whether the government, whether individual, or stuff like that, will also help in aid in securing the water body of that particular environment. Sorry, I'm not using something specific. All right, so moving further, so the benefits of GIS and Google Earth Pro, like I said, real-time data analysis and mapping, assessing, and it's accessible. Yes, the GIS, of course, the trainer for tomorrow will be sending in links where you could download, right? So he's gonna do the training. So with the training, he's gonna aid you and guide you, right? So it's user-friendly for professionals and learners. So don't get scared just in case you've not worked on the GIS platform before. So it's accessible and it's user-friendly. You could install it on your system, okay? There is cost-effective tools for environmental sustainability projects, right? So you could use it to work on your project. It's cost-effective and environmental sustainable. So support collaboration and data sharing. Of course, yes. If the Google Earth Pro is just something you just do within the twinkle of an eye, and then it just works effectively for you, okay? So, and also the GIS. So just in case you were on this call and you were feeling that, oh, I've not worked on GIS before, I don't know what it entails, or I'll be hearing GIS, just chill. Take a chill break, and definitely it's going to work out well for you. So with your system, so I just advise you by tomorrow and next, please keep your systems fully charged, and so you don't miss out in the training section. And then it supports collaboration and data sharing. It's not limited or a kind of streamline. It supports collaboration and data sharing. Say for instance, Google Earth Pro, you could share your data, you could share the information of what you've worked with. So it's user friendly, and it also supports collaboration as well as the GIS platform too as well. All right, so conclusion. All right, so conclusion. Hand-on training. So dive into the Google Earth Pro and visit tools. So there'll be case studies. You'll be using some kind of sample area to apply in the real world and other scenarios, like when we last spoke. Okay, so he said something like he's going to work with some sample areas, so you just flow with him, and also prepare for day 2. So my conclusion is that prepare for day 2 in exploring deeper into hydrology and GIS, and as well Google Earth Pro. So for day 2 and day 3 is your Google Earth Pro. So this is where I draw the curtain for today, and I'm going to leave you all to ask your questions wherever you feel anything bothering you want to ask before tomorrow's class. So please just let me know. I'm here and I'll be taking your questions. Thank you so much for joining in. I actually appreciate it. I'm Victoria. Thank you. All right, so I'm open for your questions, please. Yeah, Mr. Tex, are you asking a question?
Yes. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. You're welcome.
How is your evening going? Firstly, I want to thank you for the platform. I know it's a very tedious thing for you to actually put this together. So we're actually grateful. May God continue to strengthen you.
Amen. Thank you.
So firstly, I want to ask, for those of us probably, what version of ArcGIS would we be working with, and then what resources can we get on hand that can actually see us through with the training, so that we would know what to prepare ourselves for? Did you get me?
Yes, I did. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
Yes, I did. The GIS for tomorrow, I bet it's not going to be strenuous. Okay. So what the speaker said, just so that he doesn't get distracted during the call, someone complaining, sir, please, this is not working, this is not working, this is not working. He said he's going to start the class, and then the way he said it is that he's going to send in the links for everyone so you could get access to the version of GIS you'll be using. Okay, so and then he's going to take his time to train you to understand it, and then he will leave you guys with videos just in case you have issues or whatever. You could also reach out to him, basically. So either he's using ArcGIS or QGIS, it's you're gonna know tomorrow. Okay, so he's gonna send the links and it's gonna work perfectly. So, but if it demands that you need to install whatever, I will send the links after the call. I will get to him, get the links, and send it to you or via your emails. So, but because of some persons might not know how to download this, he would want to take every word along. So that was why I didn't send whatever. So just some people don't say they download something else, okay? So you're gonna see him, watch him do it, and then you reciprocate it. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, sorry. I have Mr. Chiboke, Chidiogo, Mr. Solomon, sir. I have Mr. Mohammed. I have Mr. Shola. I have Mr. Abdul Kadir, and others too as well on the call. Mr. Davis, Ibukola. Okay, so the lady. So if you have any question, please just feel free to ask before tomorrow's class. So I would see how to. Okay, someone is asking. Someone sent a chat. So I will just read it from here. Okay, someone is asking a question, so I will read it from here. He said, I have a question. Is it possible for GIS and combination? Is it possible for GIS and combination with Google Earth to completely understand groundwater void environment and where this spaces? Because we are working, unfortunately, we are facing a lot of problem with the land subsidence. Are we going to know where is the space and what is the position and the latest level of the underground water? How we can understand them through the softwares and find them and control, and also control control about what we can do, and then understand how they are going to move as a flow underground flow, as an underground flow system, and how we can control them. Is it possible for these two specific softwares combined with each other to help us to understand this specific problem? Okay, Mr. Mohammed, if I really understand the question right, so you want to see if the GIS and the Google Earth Pro, do you mean them combining together? Because there are two different softwares. So if I understand you, there are two different softwares.
Is it possible for just a couple of seconds? I'm going to speak about my questions and explain it just very short.
So can you speak? Please go on.
I'm just asking for permission if it is possible. I am going to explain my question just for a short time, just a couple of seconds for better understanding.
Okay, you want me to explain? Or you want
No. If it is time and I have the permission to speak
Please do,
myself.
of course you do. you have the permission, please, to speak.
Okay, very good. Because the question I just wrote was a little too long, and I just want to ask very direct and frank. I have a lot of problem. Actually, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Mohammed Karbash. I am from Iran, and I am the CEO of the International Institute of IGFS, and it is enough for now. And where I am working, we have a lot of problem with land subsidency and underground void spaces. If the GIS and the work of GIS with Google Earth could help us to understand the underground flow and control this flow, not to stop or move them, just to understand how they are moving underground and these void spaces, how we can find them and manage them. Is it possible for this kind of software to help us for underground void spaces too? That's my question.
Okay, Mr. Mohammed, thank you so much. Yes, I would say the GIS has a better way of giving you an explanation of what works on the ground. Okay, so and as well the with the aid tool of the Google Earth Pro. So, but I'm gonna leave this question for the speaker tomorrow to handle. Okay, is that fine by you, Mr. Mohammed?
Okay, very good. I'm going to be online tomorrow, of course, and the day after tomorrow. And these subjects and these seminars or webinars are very fascinating for me. I will going to
All
follow
right,
it.
thank you so much. So I'm going to copy this question and I'm going to save it so the speaker and send it to the speaker. So he's going to tell you or explain better so you understand better. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I actually appreciate. Thank you. So any other question, please? Any other question, please? Okay, sir. You want to speak, sir? Mr. Solomon, do you want to speak?
Good evening, Victoria. Sorry,
Good
can
evening,
you hear
sir.
me?
Good evening, sir. Yes, I can. You can go on. Please go on, sir. I can hear you.
Good evening, can you hear me, Victoria?
I can hear you. Please go on.
Okay, my name is Solomon Mitogo, assistant
Okay,
graduate research university from the University of Lagos. But my question is, this GIS and Google Earth Pro, are do they work together? As in, can they be used as standalone software for groundwater investigation, or they have to be integrated together? Do you get my question? Do you understand?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, with what I heard, you were asking if the GIS and Google Earth Pro is a standalone software in providing
Yes.
solution or solving hydrological problems, right?
Yes.
All right. So this is it. The GIS is a different software altogether. And then the Google Earth Pro is a different software altogether. Now, why I combine the GIS, okay, I will explain this. Because with the topic, it's not because of the GIS and the Google Earth Pro are the same. That was why I brought them together. No, they are different software on its own. If not, it would have one speaker talking about it. They are different software on its own, right? So, but what they do is for the GIS, I would say the GIS will give you vivid explanation of the groundwater system. Google Earth Pro will give you map structures, give you environment, you're gonna see it all when the speaker comes on board to explain this. Okay, so I really don't want to go outside the box speaking, so I will leave it for the speakers to come on board and then do what they know best to do.
I don't know if it's fine by the side. So you're going to see it, so that you can apply it for your research work. It's left for you to choose, okay, should I use the Google Earth Pro? Should I use the GIS? So you're going to know better.
All right. Okay, thank you.
All right, and I'm also going to gather your questions too as well and send them to the speakers. So they will come up when they are speaking tomorrow. They'll definitely give an explanation to that.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. All right, so anyone, you have a question? Anyone with question, please? So we could just run close for today if there are no questions. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for honoring the invitation. So I choose not to make today the beginning of the training, so that some people are working, some people might be on their way coming back from work, some people are busy. So because today is kind of a working day, and also today is Friday, Muslims, some of our Muslim brethren here, people here, will also be maybe prayers or something, right? So the some persons too are working. So I definitely left tomorrow morning by 10 a.m. The GIS training it's gonna kickstart. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to please be available while the training will be ongoing. Please don't miss out, okay? Yes, there'll be recordings, but there's nothing as effective as when you were there. Okay, it's gonna really help, and it's gonna really help you a lot than you waiting for recordings. Okay, so the recording aids in explaining what has been taught because you were there, and it's gonna give you a better explanation. Okay, so I encourage you to please try as much as possible to be available for tomorrow's training. The speakers they are ready. Honestly speaking, quote me, they're ready and they are eager to train you guys for free. Okay, they're going to tell you things, and these are not the first speaker with the flyer. Okay, let me see if I could just show you guys. It was sent on the group chat, the flyers of the various speakers. I would see. Okay, let me see how to visualize it so you all can see it. There's just a minute, please. I just want to show you guys the speakers for tomorrow, and probably I will just give you a clearer view of what you should expect tomorrow. All right, okay. Please permit me to share my screen so you can see.
I'm sorry, I cannot see your share screen.
All right, we will see it now. So can you see it now, please?
Now it's available. Thank
Okay,
you.
yes, we can see it now.
Thank you. So this is the first speaker. The tomorrow speaker will be handling the GIX section. So Jeremiah Oladipo is a graduate of Geology Department, the first class honor from Federal University of Technology, Mina. So as a passionate and driven geoscientist, he excels in solving geoscientific problems using software such as ArcGIS, software, Rockworks, SEDLOG, Stereonet, and Plastic 2D. and 3D, specializing in engineering and environmental geology. Yeah, this is what I know him for. Jeremiah has extensive experience in subsoil investigation, data acquisition, analysis, and report writing. He is the founder of Geotech for All, a broad-going geoscience conglomerate focused on geodata acquisition, interpretation, and visualization. Renowned for his leadership, Jeremiah was awarded Best Class Representative during his undergraduate studies. Jeremiah is also the author of the Undergraduate Syndrome, a chronic for 17 attitudinal disposition that hinders young individuals from achieving their dreams. So this is what he's known for, just gathering everything that he has achieved, kind of summarize it to this. Right. So this is who you be expecting tomorrow. I mean, I'm telling you, he's very good at it. He's very good at it. Right. So I'm going to announce something tomorrow, just in case I have any of the people on the call, students from Federal University of Technology or Owerri. You'll be expecting a physical training in your school, right? So he'll be coming down by God's grace. So this is who you'll be expecting for the GIS training, and as well for the Google Earth Pro. This is who you'll be expecting. He's a surveyor. Yes, he's a surveyor. So remember, Chinemere Emeribe is an experienced information technology specialist with a demonstrated history of working in information technology and services industry. Skilled in Google Earth Pro, AutoCAD, SQL, Micro Excel, ArcGIS products, analytical skills, teamwork, and leadership. Then he has a strong information technology professional with the Bachelor of Technology, BTech, focus in surveying technology and surveying from Federal University of Technology, Owerri. Right. So these are who you'll be expecting for day 2 and day 1. Please don't look at their physical body structures. I'm telling you, these guys are good, and they're gonna really do justice. For tomorrow, I bet you will really enjoy the class. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining the call. I actually appreciate your time, your efforts, for coming. It's not easy. Some people had a busy day. Some people just say a very big thank you. And I also want to say thank you to our partner, Lenova. Thank you so much. And thank you all. Thank you. I actually appreciate. Once again, Victoria, thank you. So we're going to see tomorrow.
I have a little question, just personally, with you. Can I ask about with you personally after the meeting? Talk to you. Is it possible anyway?
All right. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. All right, so thank you so much, everybody. We can leave the call. I will see you tomorrow. So I've sent the link for tomorrow's classes to your emails. Please try as much as possible to join. We can leave the call now. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all. We can leave the call. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, it is if it is possible. I don't know. The Hydro Invasion Hub is another person, or it's one of your subcategories.
Yes, it's me.
Oh, very good. So first, hi, how are you? And I am so glad.
Sorry. Pause. Can you pause? Thank you.
Yeah,
Let me stop the record. Thank you. The session is being recorded, so let me pause it.